Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am Shabina Mahmood and I am over here with you with the second lecture related to the chapter Great Expectations. In the first lecture related to this chapter, I have given you out the complete grammatical description of all the objectives that are important from this chapter. These objectives, these grammatical objectives are over here on the screen. I have given you out the complete description of past perfect tense, but this past perfect tense I have not discussed with you in the previous lecture. I have discussed it in the lectures that I have given you before. I have given you out only a detailed lecture on direct and indirect speech in the previous lecture, that is the first lecture related to the Great Expectations, and all the other grammatical objectives I have discussed previously one by one in my several lectures from which you can take out all the explanation related to all these objectives. Students, now I am coming towards the chapter Great Expectations. In this lecture we will discuss all the passages one by one and I will give you out complete grammatical description of all the passages. First of all, I am going to give you the theme of Great Expectations. What is the main theme behind writing out about the Great Expectation? Charles Dickens, a very famous novelist, and he writes about the life. Mostly he writes about the things that he writes about different phases of life, and he gives us a lesson about after describing different phases of life and after giving the different type of hurdles in life. In this lecture, in this chapter Great Expectation, the writer is going to tell you out that nothing is impossible. You see, you pass out from different phases of your life, and in different phases of your life, your expectations from life are different. Your vision of living, your vision of thinking, and your vision of seeing the things and observing the things is different. But with the passage of time, you realize that the things are not beyond the boundary of your hands. Things are within the boundary of your hands, but the difference is that you are unable to think and you are unable to predict the right time to get out all these expectations. This is the main theme of Great Expectations. I am coming towards the first passage of Great Expectation. Great Expectations first passage is over here on the screen, and I am going to give you the explanation of this first passage. In this passage, the writer is going to tell you about the introduction, that in this unit he will discuss a character Pip, and he will discuss different phases of his life and how he is able to achieve his goals, and after passing through different phases of his life, how he becomes able and how he got the ability to have an individual personality in the life. Now I am coming towards the most important words from this passage. The most important words are over here on the screen. The first word is expectation. It is a noun. Its synonym is hope and forecast. The result is contrary to expectation. Famous, it is an adjective. Well known is its synonym. Many famous people have stayed in the hotel. Childhood, it is a noun. Cradle and immaturity is its synonym. The habit carries over from my childhood. Manhood, it is a noun. Boldness and maturity is its synonym. His son has grown into manhood. Students, now I am coming towards the block question related to passage number 1. The block question is over here on the screen. Have you read any novel by Charles Dickens? Yes, I read many novels by Charles Dickens. Okay students, now I am coming towards the second passage. The second passage is over here on the screen, and the writer is going to tell you out about the introduction of Pip. That Pip was an orphan, and he was living in the house of his sister. His sister was a strict woman, but he has a very best friend in that house who considered that he is his own child. That was the husband of his sister. And at that stage of life, Pip was thinking that he cannot do anything because he thinks about himself that he is a miserable person. Now I am coming towards the most important words from this passage. The words are over here on the screen. The first word is lonely. It is an adjective. Homeless is its synonym. The lonely student is starving for friendship. Brought up, it is a verb. Educate is its synonym. We were brought up to be respectful of authority. Strict, it is an adjective. Harsh is its synonym. He is very strict with his students. Warm-hearted, it is an adjective. Friendly and admiring is its synonym. She is a good warm-hearted woman. So students, now I am coming towards the block question related this passage. What kind of boy was Pip? Pip was a lonely orphan boy. Okay students, now I am coming towards the third passage related to this unit. The third passage is over here on the screen, and in the third passage the writer is going to tell you out sometime in life you did something such a remarkable activity, that this activity always give you a lesson, and this activity affects your whole life. In this passage the writer is going to tell you the Pip's such type of activity that one day he has given out some meal to a prisoner, but he was captured again by the police of that area, but he never forgot the kindness of Pip. Now what is the reward of the kindness of Pip towards him? It will be studied out in the next passages, but now I am coming towards the main important words from this passage. The important words are over here on the screen. First word is prison. It is a noun. Lockup is its synonym. He spent 5 years in prison for forgery. Escaped, it is an adjective. Free is its synonym. We escaped from the enemy. Recaptured, it is a verb. Recover or recollect is its synonym. The army recaptured the town from the rebels. Kindness, it is a noun. Generosity is its synonym. Kindness is the sunshine of social life. Okay students, now I am coming towards the passage number 4 and passage number 5. I have joined out these two passages because passage number 4 was very trivial. So I am going to tell you about these two passages in combination. Students, writer is going to tell us that after some time the Pip has received some money, and that money was to get was for the purpose that he has to get a lot of education, and he can get a higher education, and he can go to London, where he worked hard and the allowance was coming to him regularly. But the allowance was coming from where? This reality was unknown to Pip. After some time that prisoner met him to Pip again, and as he was not a good man, he was still wanted by the police, but he was kind to the Pip, and he was a wealthy man at that time because he became a farmer at a far off place, and he started his new career over here, but he was not a good man yet now, but he was kind and good hearted to Pip also. But here what happened to next, I will tell you in the next passage, and now I am coming towards the most important words from this passage. Insurance, it is a noun. Security and protection is its synonym. The insurance company is responsible for this case. Visited is its verb. It is a verb. Call on or see is its synonym. The woman visited cities in 7 states. Convicts, it is a noun. Criminal is its synonym. Convicts were made to break stone for the roads. Wealthy, it is an adjective. Rich is its synonym. He grew up in a wealthy family. Allowance, it is a noun. Allocation is its synonym. My weekly allowance is 50 yuan. Now I am coming towards the block question. What changed Pip's life? Education and good habits changed Pip's life. Now I am coming towards the passage number 6. This is the last passage related to the unit Great Expectation. The passage is over here. What the writer is going to tell you in this passage, the writer is going to tell you that Pip decided to help that wanted person who is going to help him from the till the long period which he has passed out. But now they have boarded out a ship, and they tried to shift him from one place to another place to save him from the police. But what is the reason behind this? The reason behind this is that Pip was considering that he cannot do anything without the support of that person. At this point Pip was wrong. This is the expectation that Pip has taken out from that man. Now the day came then when they have to escape from through a ship from one place to another place. But what happened? Police came and they arrested that person, and that person was hanged out. But after his hanging out, Pip recognized that he has given him a lot, Now the time is to utilize the ability of his own, and then he can get out all the expectations which he has grown out inside him. So students, here there is a message that all the expectations has to come true. It's up to you, not up to the others. Others can defeat you, others can leave you at any stage or at any phase of your life. But life cannot leave you when you are not going to live your life. So students, you have to be stuck towards your life so that you can grasp out all the expectations which you have made out from the life, so that you can live a lively life and you can be happy as you can never ever be. So I am coming towards the most important words from this passage. The first word is dangerous. It is an adjective. Critical or bad is its synonym. Gifts from the enemies are dangerous. Abroad, it is an adjective. Overseas or away is its synonym. He is currently abroad on business. Trial, it is an adjective. Experimental, it is its synonym. The case never came to trial. Fortune, it is a noun. Possession is its synonym. A good heart conquers ill fortune. How did Pip become a successful businessman? This is a block question over here on the screen. Pip becomes a successful businessman by hard work and his own efforts. So students, in this lecture I have given you out the complete grammatical description of all the important words that are present in this lecture. I have given you out the theme of the lecture, of the chapter, and I have given you out the précis of all the passages that are present in this lecture. So students, this lecture is really informative because this lecture is going to give you out the complete data that is present inside the unit. In the next lecture, I will be with you with the exercise of this unit, and we will, till then you have to wait for me. Inshallah Ta'ala, I will be with you as soon as possible. Allah Hafiz.